Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host. Look for me on the cover of Girls and Corpses magazine, Dr. Yukon Suck It. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Yukon Suck It. Tell your mama. So I am broadcasting to you once again from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing you a deck sorta from Magic GG's Platinum Mythic list. The deal was I grabbed one of them. It was Orzhov CLERICS. I love CLERICS back from the old days, but I haven't been liking CLERICS lately. They seem a little janky. But when I saw that they had a premium Mythic list, they've been doing very good. I thought, great. So I test played a little bit. And I did not think it was great. I thought that it kind of sucked. And the reason why is because there wasn't enough control. There's an expectation that you're just going to be like aggroing out your creatures and that they wouldn't be able to respond to it. But in my games, people were able to respond to it, which is what I saw when I played some CLERICS a couple weeks ago or a month ago, something like that. So I just ripped out some guys that I thought didn't necessarily need to be there. And I ended up putting in a bunch of, I accentuated the creature kill to a much higher level. So there's a lot more control in here than we had previously. So, and plus I removed the pain lands because, you know, what Dr. Suckit says about pain lands. They suck. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the deck. We'll talk about how this deck's supposed to work, and then we'll take it out and see how well it does. At the low end, we've got Lunarch Veteran. Lunarch Veteran is the beating heart of all life gain decks. Anytime another creature comes into your control, into the battlefield under your control, you gain a life. If he gets killed, you can pay his disturb cost to bring him back out as a flying 1/1, at which point you gain a life anytime a creature you control leaves the battlefield. So he's got some utility, but yeah, right off the bat, he's just there to get you life, get you life, get you life. Why do you need life? It's because of Voice of the Blessed. Once this guy comes out, every time you gain life, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, which means every other creature you put out, this guy increases by +1. There's a lot of other life gain in this deck. This guy's he's gonna balloon like the Pillsbury Doughboy. Fateful Absence is your white destroy target creature or planeswalker. They get a clue, which is an artifact that allows them to draw a card, but big deal. You get to kill something for 2. Phyrexian Missionary is a fantastic white card. It's for 2 mana, you get a 2/3, which is great, and it's got lifelink. Completely underpriced in my opinion, but even more so if you have 2 more black mana, so you're playing 4, then when it enters the battlefield, you can return a target creature from your graveyard to your hand. It's not all the way to the battlefield, but it is good enough. Infernal Grasp is direct creature destroy. You destroy a target creature, you lose 2 life. Suck it, creatures. Plus, the artwork is so choice. Shadow-Rite Priest, aka the Lightbulb Head. Apparently, their jobs are to make their heads swell up. I think they've got some sort of a swelling issue. They're not long for this world. Anyways, they're 2/2 for 2s, and other clerics you control get +1/+1, which is why this is primarily a cleric tribal deck. For 5 mana, 2 of which have to be black, you can tap it to sacrifice another cleric, in which case you could put a black creature card into the battlefield and then shuffle. Who do you want to grab? Well, it's the Church of Toxrill. We're all worshiping Toxrill. That's who we're bringing in for 5 rather than 7. So 5 and a sacrifice lets you go into your library and pull this dude out. We got Elas, il-Kor, the Sadistic Pilgrim, who is a 2/2 for 2 with Death Touch. This guy is tempo as far as whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain a life, just like Lunarch Veteran. When another creature you control dies, each opponent loses a life. So this guy causes your opponent to take it. So between this and Lunarch Veteran, any other guys coming out is going to make your Voice of the Blessed go up by 2 points every turn. Anointed Peacekeeper. I am not a huge fan of this card, but he is a 3/3 for 3 with Vigilance, which is decent. As he enters the battlefield, you get a look at your opponent's hand, which is a great thing. And then you get to name any card, not just what you see in their hand. And spells your opponent's cast with the chosen name cost 2 more to cast. Activate abilities of sources with the chosen name cost 2 more to activate unless they are mana abilities. So if you play your cards right, this guy can be disastrous for being able to get for your opponent to put something out effectively. But regardless, he's a great card otherwise. I really hate his art. I think it's dumb. Soul Transfer. Someone told me that some other card that cost me 3 was dumb. And I thought, what else could potentially be better? Well, Soul Transfer. The only thing that's bad about Soul Transfer is that it's a sorcery. But you could choose one of the following. Exile target creature or planeswalker for 3. Great. Or return target creature from or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. Yes. Either of those is great. If you have an enchantment and a artifact out, you can do both of them. And there's potential. Do we have any enchantments? Doesn't look like it. So maybe not. You're just doing one or the other. Here's the Wandering Emperor, aka white removal, because if for 4, it can come in as a flash. At which point, then you do -2 to exile target tapped creature. You gain 2 life. Other than that, you are just throwing out samurai tokens and putting +1/+1 counters on creatures. Liesa, the Forgotten Archangel. If you can't get to the Toxrill, this is who you're now worshiping, is Liesa. So, because she is white and black, she counts as a black creature. She costs 5 to put out otherwise and is a 4/5 with flying and lifelink. Great. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. So, if Liesa's out and Toxrill's out and Toxrill gets killed, not exiled but destroyed, then Toxrill goes back to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. And if an opponent's creature would die, you exile it instead. So suck it, opponent's creatures. Let's talk about Toxrill. We probably actually need to have a little bit more Toxrills in this deck. There's a lot of potential for him to be gone, at which point then, we don't have Toxrill anymore. He costs 7. He's a 7/7. But at the beginning of each instep, yours and your opponent's, you put a slime counter on each creature you do not control. Creatures you do not control get -1/-1 for each slime counter on them while Toxrill is in play. Whenever a creature you don't control with a slime counter on it dies, you create a 1/1 black slug bebe. At which point, for paying 2 mana, you can sacrifice a slug to draw a card. I'm not even sure we have blue mana in here. Nah, so you're not sacrificing anything. It's just you create slug babies. They can attack. It's great. So yeah, as long as you're not too worried about your dudes being killed with direct damage, Toxrill comes out. You don't have to attack. You don't have to block. He can just sit there. And every turn, your opponent's stuff gets weaker and weaker and weaker. Eventually, stuff starts dying. You get these 1/1 black slugs, and everything goes wonderfully. So that's the deck. Okay, let's take a look here. We got Kamigawa White, which does 4 damage to target blocking or attacking creature. Kamigawa Black, which allows you to mill 3 and then return a creature or planeswalker from your graveyard to your hand. So there's some recursion. You got a semi-fast dual land, and you've got you just say cleric when this comes out, at which point you can have any mana you need to be able to play a cleric spell. So what are we doing here? We're getting out dudes. We're trying to gain a lot of life. Doesn't really matter how much damage we take as long as we're gaining a lot of life. If we can make use of all that life gain by using Voice of the Blessed to get super pumped, fantastic. But he really doesn't have much in the way of defense. The good news is we got a bunch of different ways of bringing creatures from the graveyard back to your hand, or sometimes directly back to play. I think we do. It's at least your hand, right? At which point then he can start pumping again. We do have a lot of direct creature kill. So we'll just do that against the things on their side that we can't manage otherwise. We just keep that up until we can worship at the altar of Toxrill, bring Toxrill out, start wearing them down. Everything's gone. If we can get a Liesa out, that makes things even better. So that is the deck. Let's take it out and see if we can make it happen. All right, play against Zeebbles. Zeebbles. Playing with 2 mana. All right. But everything is 2 mana, so let's do it. And let's shut that guy off. So I had a little bit of a threat. Oh, looks like we're playing a mirror match. I'm coming at you, brah. 2 damage on me is my own. Say hello to the big time. Let's go in for the attack. See if he'll just block. Negative. Alright, we're getting rid of this jerk right there. Draw your card, Sergio. And he's got another one. And there's the guy we gotta kill. Death! Jeepers creepers, yo! Alright, got him down to 14. He's got a lot of mana at the moment. I guess as much as I do. So I got to go after the more expensive stuff. Yeah, we're playing the same deck. All right, farewell. Not for you. I will come and eat you. I will do it. Drawing a card. He's just willing to take the damage. He's just willing to roll over. Oh, we got a very different deck, apparently. Yoink yoink! I don't know if I'd be able to pull that off. Man, I know it's going for the slaughter at this point. I'm gonna get totally spoked. Here comes the trap. Alright, so he's got 6 mana. We still got the Anointed Peacekeeper out. We're just keeping that from being played. He can give himself another dude. I'm coming in, man. I'm coming in hard. Come on, something good. That is not it. That is just space lame at this point. Alright, what can I do? Let's bounce this guy. Let's kill Sergio Jimenez there. And I'm going to bring in an Angel. All right, looks like I'm killing myself a Voice of the Blessed. That's fantastic. Don't wipe the board, don't wipe the board. Not enough for Toxrill. I gotcha. Alright, man. Yeah. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, this was the guy that was holding it back. Alright, let's see. He's got 5, 6, 7. He needs 2 more because of the Anointed Peacekeeper. And let's go get him. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Alright, just one more. Just one more. Alright, got him. It looks a lot like this. All in. He's trying. And we win! Victory! And we're playing against Druekehaus. Druekehaus? I don't know. 3 mana, let's keep it. We don't have anything for the Voice of the Blessed to trigger off of, though. I can put them out. We can attack. They're just dudes at that point. Doing 2 points of damage. Alright, 3 mana is going to get us into a Sadistic Pilgrim. So we're just playing a zombie deck. Normally they don't have a lot of direct damage. You can attack, I'm not going to block. Dang it, I kind of needed that guy out there. You're not supposed to touch him like that. Alright, 2. Alright, there's 4. We'll go ahead and play our il-Kor again and a Voice of the Blessed. Yeah, Necro Duality is a thing that will suck. I'm just going for it at this point. That guy's gonna die. He's gonna die like that. And another Voice of the Blessed. That makes 3 of us so far. Of course, no triggers for it. All attack. All right, so apparently you're saying that in your deck, you don't have anything good to play. Next, all attack. Go for it. Spiritual Clerics. Not willing to exploit. What we got up here? We got Wolf. Let's see, pass 2 attackers. He's not going to do anything. I'm just going to get a guy out here. We'll bring him up to 2. And let's go ahead and get her all swole. Well, look who's back, everyone. You gonna sacrifice a dude to kill another dude again? Yeah, you are. All right, let's take a look at your hand. Where is these? Under the T section there. All right, we go. And the Cruelty of Gix. We're going to go ahead and play out. And we're going to Super Pump. All attack. Yeah, it looks like he's kind of dying for mana at this point. Well, that's it for poor Wandering Emperor. I could bring somebody back from the graveyard. Anything good in here? Not particularly. And we win! Victory! Alright, playing against Dttnight. Dttnight. Alright, whatever. 1, 2, 3. Toxrill in the hand. Not as great as we'd hoped. So you keep it though. Hey there, Hootie. Alright, we'll play out. We'll wait on that one. That tips her hand as to what we're playing. Alright, I'm on a black. It's just going to kill everything we put out. Alright, 2 is going to get us into a Fateful Absence. Why not? And look who's out. Number 1. Got ourselves a little death touch action going on. I see you over there. I appreciate your well wishes there, Hootie. No blocks. Alright, let's take our pain. Oh, that's not right. I wasn't going to attack anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and try to go for Voice of the Blessed. And let's put out a Shadow-Rite. And he's dead. Five mana and a sacrifice gets us into an Angel. Not sure it's going to help us out terribly much, though. No blocks, take the damage. Cleric. Is that going to be worth it, or are we just going to get slaughtered? He's going after our graveyard. Yeah, he should come at me with Shouldered because I am not going to block. Alright, good for you. Alright, we can put out Toxrill on the next turn. We're going to go ahead and put the Phyrexian Missionary out. And we will bring back a friend of ours, whose name is Voice of the Blessed. Alright, and... attack. Get some life. I have 3 mana. I don't want to keep telling me I have 3 mana for. Oh, I can't gain life because of that Dttnight there. Fast to blockers. Doing something special there? Hello, welcome back, my friends. That's not cool, but this is. The problem is now I've got to chill out and block Shouldered with this stuff. Because he's got to attack. We lose Liesa off the situation, though. You're coming in for the kill, huh? You got a lot of pumpage going on. You can go to Crazy Town. Yeah, we're going to lose Liesa regardless. Yep, you got to do it. All right, so the guys that got to kill, though, are these two. All right, so number one is, put this out, put it out for Cleric. Done. What does this guy do? Nothing a whole lot. That guy brings somebody back. And we win! Graveyard Recursion is favorite. Victory! I said victory. Alright, but against Jamma Will. 1, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's keep it. I see a pilgrim. And was it Orzhov against Orzhov? Is that the thing we got to do here? All right, what are we getting rid of here? Land. Splinter's a total jerk. Shouldered's a jerk. Let's just get rid of Voice of the Blessed for now. All right, so I got to use Soul Transfer and Wandering Emperor to potentially help me here. All right, we're chilling out like we're scared of something. There's Voice of the Blessed. Those are sorceries. Fantastic. Okay, that is not. So let's just go ahead and just start chewing some stuff up, I suppose. All right, so we're looking good this way. He's still sitting there like an idiot. So I like the whole exile thing because it keeps him from coming back. He's got one of those guys up there. Let's just kill this guy in exile sort of way. And then we'll send in 2. We'll kill whatever he puts out next with the Infernal Grasp. Hope is the angel. There we go. Death! Oh, nice. All right, so Shoulder's probably going to be hitting us pretty quick here. Let's just send these people in. Got him down to 6. All right, come at me, yo. Let me touch your dragon. He's a creepy little jerk. Not for you. All right, I'll attack. Got him down to 2. He's got no choice but shoulder at this point. I mean, I guess he's got 3 other cards to play. All right, so this is not the greatest for me. What am I going to do? This guy's pinning down Voice of the Blessed. Alright, so he's still going to be coming at me, probably with the Sarah. Paragon. I can Wandering Emperor it. Here's Shouldered. And he's back up to 6 at this point. Nope, he's scared. And let's go take a look at his hand. What I'm really hoping for is a nice Toxrill at this point. Yep, he's going to lay that out. Okay, you can bring them back to your hand. Technically, I can do the same, but I just need to get to my next turn and start laying down the pain. Yeah, no attacks, we're cool. Yeah, that guy's gonna die quick and I'll become a slug, baby. Yeah, gain your life. Just don't take out Toxrill. And we took 2. All right, come on. Push the plus. There you go. Alright, we are going to put this out. We're going to play Cleric. Done. You can play our Wandering Emperor. Exile tap creature. Done. Phyrexian. That brings me back from the graveyard. I should probably chill on that. Just put that guy out. That'll be fine. Alright, no attacks. Cheap dudes don't hold up against Toxrill very well. What we got over here that's worth bringing back? Anointed Peacekeeper at this point, probably not. That guy is, though. Nope, sorry, I can't do it. Sorry, Peacekeeper. Or Missionary. Alright, he doesn't have very much mana left. Don't be looking at poor Toxrill. He's just over there doing nothing to you. Let's see. That's a guy coming at me. Yo. And, I could kill him straight off with 2 dudes right now, couldn't I? Let's do that. Alright, who we popping up here? Let's give Luminous Phantom something to talk about. Alright, something's gonna die. Next to combat. 1, 2, 3. That's a weird way to go. If I want to pop my Anointed Peacekeeper, I can bring back... I can get that Angel out here. All right, who are you killing? A slug? That's what's going to happen. All right, you're out of mana. You can attack me or the Wandering Emperor for 1 point of damage. Let's bring back the other one. Sure, why not? All right, who's the littlest boy? If he jumps out with the Wandering Emperor at this point, I'll be space pissed. I didn't think about that at all, but Wandering Emperor would totally toast my game. Oh, Jesus. Alright, so he's down to 4 mana. I mean, you can put out Sarah Paragon. Can't cast anything, he's out of mana. 15. Start the slow decline. All right, let's and we win. Oh, that was painful. But victory. All right, so here we are with the Church of Toxrill. And this deck, as they would say, is a smoke show. So, yeah, it did fantastic for me tonight. The deals, I picked it up off of the Magic GG list. I played it. It kind of sucked. So I tore out a couple of guys that were in there and threw in a bunch more direct creature kill. And I think it performed way better. Plus, I got rid of all of the pain lands. You know how I feel about those. Those things suck. I don't know why people like that so much. This deck, this one laid down the hammer. Plus, I realized what its ultimate purpose was, which is getting out your clerics, aka your church, getting them to figure out how to bring forth the Dark God Toxrill. Once you came into the pattern of what would be, this deck totally went to town on people. And Toxrill just sat there and chewed them up. It was fantastic. So who was the hero of this deck? Yeah, to me, the hero ended up being Lightbulb Head, the Shadow-Rite Priest, just because he was the guy that went and got Liesa and Toxrill. Man, those guys were great. Soul Transfer is a fantastic card, especially since it has a little bit of that graveyard recursion. Because, yeah, if these guys die, you just go bring them back from your graveyard. Hopefully they don't get exiled, right? Liesa bringing things back from the graveyard whenever they died. That was fantastic. The Phyrexian Missionary bringing things back from the graveyard. That was fantastic. So, yeah, altogether, I was super impressed. This deck was rock solid, and it did a great job just about every single time I played it. So let's go ahead and rate this up. The deal is this deck competitive? Absolutely it is. Is this deck fun? I had a really good time with it. And lastly, was it interesting? I'm going to choke that back a little bit. These cards are not necessarily new. They're not necessarily anything you're looking to play. I did really like the graveyard recursion. Thing is, though, that's more in the fun category than in the interesting category. Altogether, it was a really good deck. I'm going to give it an A, not an A+, but an A. So, if you so choose to play with this deck, I hope that you have as much fun with it as I did. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.